This is my diver's knife. Diver's knives, I think, are something that as knife collectors we tend to overlook, very much to our own loss. This is a 1970s Japanese diver's knife. It is made by them, and I don't think they're in production anymore. I don't really know. It didn't come with a sheath, unfortunately. It did come from a car boot sale, and it cost me the princely sum of £3. I originally picked it up and thought someone's broken the tip off their knife, oh dear, and walked away, and came back thinking, hold on a minute, that's a bit unusual. Now, why would we recommend getting one of these? Well, could this be the ultimate urban SHTF knife? I know what you're thinking. A bit of the vodka again, haven't you? This is a diver's knife. Divers are in water, water, bubbles, fish, water, not pavements and buildings. Well, let's have a look at this. You get a really decent hammer at that end. This thing itself actually weighs about 1/3 of a kilogram, or which I think is about 2/3 of a pound. It's not a light knife. Generally, if you hold two ordinary knives, this is about how much this weighs, to give you an idea. Balance, oh, actually it's not, but you can see it's fairly handle heavy, because that's a big old bit of stainless steel there. You really could bash things about with it. As we can see, somebody has had a go, and frankly for a 50-year-old knife, I think it's actually in pretty good condition. Full tang, although quite what the shape of it is, I'm not entirely sure. Nice rubbery grip, and it is of course designed for divers wearing gloves, so it's ideal if you've got larger hands. It also has this chisel point. Doesn't make a very good screwdriver, but what it does is penetrate things. You could really smash your way into something with that. Once you've smashed your way into it, because we've got a big thick blade, as we can see it's nearly 1/2 centimetre, you can use it as a pry bar when you're in, and of course it'd be really good for stabbing zombies in the head as well, wouldn't it? A big chisel point like that. We have this rope cutter, which is quite short but quite aggressive, and the best bit is this blade, which has got these tiny little teeth up to about there. That makes it really, really good for cutting things. It will saw into things really, really nicely. It means the knife itself isn't actually very sharp. There is a blade here which you could sharpen up, and you could also sharpen the chisel point, but this just rips through things. Thus. Alright, not as good as I thought. So, you've got something that's a hammer, so you've got a double weapon really. You've got the pointy bit and the blunt bit. Crunch, that would really hurt. All in all, for £3, if I had an urban bag out, or bug-in bag, I suppose, if I was defending things, this would be in there. It is not a small blade. Just over 12 inches in total, or 30 centimetres, but I'm sure you know that. Blade length, what have we got, about 6.5, nearly 7 inches, so which means that'll be 5, of course. It's a big, heavy thing. You could do, you really, if you want to get into somewhere with one of these, you're going in, and when you're in, you can, well, you can intimidate people with it. It's an intimidating looking knife. Look at it. And you genuinely could do somebody no favours at all with something like that. Not that I'm suggesting, of course, we are warlike and use things, but however, the zombie invasion, post-Brexit, Corbyn government, whatever happens, you've got a decent tool there to survive in an urban environment, which is, of course, where most of us live. And the idea of bugging out, well, I don't know. Where are you going to go to? What about bug in and defend things? Oh, the other thing it's got, which I think, why, this is quite curious, is, as you could possibly not see, is a ruler in inches. Don't know. But I think this would make a really, really, really good urban SHTF knife. That's my opinion. I'd like to see what yours is.